Tested.
Do it again. Keep talking.
Tested. For the first time in Perry County Talk Sports Zone history, it's playoff time here at Susquenita High School as we have the semifinal here today for both Susquenita boys and girls basketball. And here we are for the Tri-Valley League girls basketball semifinal number 1 as we have these hometown Susquenita Blackhawks. That's the 2 seed taking on the 3 seed Line Mountain Eagles in Tri-Valley League semifinal action. Hello everyone watching on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page and YouTube channels. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County basketball. We were just here a couple of days ago for the annual Chuck a Duck quadruple header between Susquenita and West Perry, and now here we are. First time ever we are covering a playoff game, and it's in the semifinals of the Tri-Valley League. The Susquenita Blackhawks head into this game coming off a thrilling win against the West Perry Lady Mustangs 45-18 this past Saturday as part of the Chuck a Duck quadruple header, where Susquenita boys and girls varsity and JV squads took 3 out of 4 games over the West Prairie Mustangs. Susquenita heads to this one as the 2 seed, 18-4 overall, 12-1 in the Tri-Valley League. Line Mountain comes to this game 15 wins, 5 losses on the year. They are 10-3 in the Tri-Valley. Line Mountain is coming off a dominant victory this past Thursday in their last game, 60-9 on the road at Montgomery. And so Lion Mountain heading into this game with momentum. However, both these teams faced each other twice in the regular season, and Susquenita took both games. 60-34 here in Duncannon, and then a close one the last time they faced each other at Lion Mountain, a 45-35 win for the Lady Hawks. Leading the way for Susquenita is the senior Brandon Prince, averaging 10 points per game. That's ninth most in the TVL. She is averaging 100. She has 130 points all total in Tri-Valley League competition, along with 44 assists. That's the third most. She is tied for first in the steals category with 73 in the league. 89 rebounds is seventh, and a 62.75 free throw shooting percentage, going 32 for 51 from the line, and those 32 main free throws are the most of any player in the Tri-Valley League. Also, fellow seniors Caden Brandt and Zoe Whitmer having a good season so far. Caden Brandt averaging 8.75 points per game. That's 11th in the league. 105 points, 38 assists, which is 5th most in the league. 42 steals, which is 7th, and a 61.36 free throw shooting percentage, going 27 of 44, which is 10th best in the league. The senior Zoe Webmer has the 5th most blocked shots in TVL with 13 of them. And our senior Riley Equisitz has 14 three-pointers so far. That's 9th most. Our teammate, sophomore Kyle Fletcher, has 18 threes so far this season. That's 6th most in the Tri-Valley League. And to keep an eye on for Lion Mountain, the senior Karma Shud is 5th in the steals category with 46 points. And now here we are with our starting lineups. A beautiful performance of a national anthem by the Susquenita Choir. And now, here we are for a Tri-Valley League competition. The Tri-Valley League semifinals, the 2 versus 3 seed. The winner of this game moves on to the championship game, which will be right here at Susquenita on Wednesday, regardless of who wins this one. That's on Wednesday. Those are the 2 championship games right here at Susquenita for boys and girls basketball in the Tri-Valley League. Winner of this one moves on to that championship. I guess the winner of the other semifinal, number 1 seed, St. Joseph's Catholic, is hosting the other 2 semifinals this afternoon. And St. Joseph's Catholic girls is taking on the Juliana Lady Indians in the other semifinal. But here we are, Dump Cannon, Tri-Valley League matchup. The semifinals are about to get underway. Later on, we'll see Susquenita taking on Greenwood in the boys basketball semifinal. A battle for 1 versus 4 seats there. But here is 2 versus 3. And we are just about to get underway here with the opening tip-off. And we are underway here with Susquenita laying the opening tip-off. And Lady Hawks are wearing white. And Lima wearing the royal blue. Susquenita cheerleaders, the District 3 champions, wearing for Lady Hawks. A 3-point shot off the mark. And it's rebounded by Lima, but a quick steal, a takeaway, and a layup not going down for the Lady Hawks. And Lima on the attack for the first time here. This is Ava Steele, and a 3-point shot off the mark for Kelly Buriak. And Buriak, second chance, not going to take it, instead goes downfield, and that's going to be blocked. But Lyman gets it back. 3-point shot, that is off the mark for the Eagles. Karma shot, and 3-point shot, dribbling in and out and dribbling around, not going down for Ava Seeley. And it's rebounded by Caden Brandt. Here come the Hawks. Susquenita Lady Hawks, a 3-point straightaway shot for Leah Beckenball is short. Offensive rebound, and this goes wide, and here's the shot, and again off the mark for Claire Wexler, and it's cleared by Kelly Buriak. And now a breakaway opportunity, but good transition defense here as that ball almost got away. 3-point shot here for the Eagles, and that is just a bit short for Steele, and rebounded by Caden Brandt. Caden Brandt, one of 5 seniors starting for the Lady Hawks. And here's Claire Wexler, another senior. 3-point straight shot, again just a bit short. Offensive rebound and getting the ball up. There was Brayden Prince. Brayden Prince gets the ball up, and she'll have hit the line shooting 2 free throws for the first time today. The foul is on Cora Light, so that's her first. And first free throw, dribbling around, looked at the line drive shot there, but Prince able to drop it in. And Prince, second free throw. This one drops in without any problem. So Lady Hawks get on the board first. Susquenita have won both meetings this past regular season against Lion Mountain. Last time was rather close on the road for the Lady Hawks at Lion Mountain. It was a 45-35 win for the Lady Hawks. They're looking for a three-peat here. And there's a shot up, and drawing the foul there is Karma Shutt. And Shutt will head to the line shooting 2. Lena Beckenball is called on the blocking foul, or shooting foul. First free throw of the afternoon for Karma Shutt. It's off the mark. You could be expecting a very aggressive game, and but you got 2 versus 3 in the Tri-Valley League semifinals. There could be some exciting action here. Both free throws off the mark for Karma Shutt. And the Lady Hawks have a chance to extend their lead as shot goes up. Caden Brandt with the shot and draws the foul. So Caden Brandt will head to the line shooting 2. I'll be expecting a lot of free throws. First foul on Karma Shutt. Caden Brandt. But the first free throw, just a bit short. Karen Brandt trying to make this a 3-point game. And she does. Second one drops in for Karen Brandt. Good defensive pressure. Ball out of bounds. Karen Brandt there on the Brandon Prince on the defensive end. First time ever that we are broadcasting a playoff game. It's not districts quite yet, but it is for a Tri-5 League Championship. And this is the first game to win in order to get there. And here's a jump ball. Possession error pointing towards the Eagles. Line Mountain Eagles, 15 wins, 5 losses on the year. Both teams are in the same East Division. And shot here off the mark for number 21, Madeline Grindstaff. And there's a shot, and good defensive stuff for Cora Leitzel. Cora Leitzel is one of the top blockers in the Tri-5 League. She gets one there, but quick travel called there on the Eagles. 5:16 remaining here in the first quarter. And here's an inbound pass to Leah Beckenball. Beckenball finds Clara Wexler. Clara Wexler back to Brandon Prince. Cam Brandt back to Prince. There's Beckenball. Beckenball, one of the top 3-point shooters in the TVL. Pass to Cam Brandt. Pass back to Prince. And Prince getting one up and driving forward, and this ball is loose. Hung on by Beckenball. And this ball still loose. Clara Wexler finds Toby Wetler. And now wide open look for Cam Brandt for 3, and it's off the mark. And rebounded by number 24, Cora Leitzel. And Cam Brandt called on the foul there. That's her first, team second. Both teams were 2 fouls apiece. Could be expecting a lot of this for the Lady Hawks full court pressure defense. We saw this a lot on Saturday against West Perry. Nice bounce pass, but again, good transition defense. And now a steal for Brandon Prince on the breakaway. Lays one up, and the first field goal of the day is for Brandon Prince. Already with 4 points after going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And now, all wide open look, defensive breakdown, and that drops in for number 21, Madeline Grindstaff. 3-point shot, that is just a bit short. And this pass deflected, I believe, and that's a good call there for Ava Steele. Steele, she saw the fact there was nobody over there for the Eagles, but she thought that she would get a deflection, and she does. So timeout gets the ball back on deflection, and timeout is for the Eagles is 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here. Exclusive coverage of the Tri-5 League Girls Basketball Semifinal is brought to you by the Bank of Landisburg and by Pico Yardscapes. We have the Susquenita band here with us. I don't think that's a whole marching band. That's kind of like what Penn State does with the indoor band, if you will. And yeah, that's the first. I'm surprised we didn't see them on Saturday. The band. It was Susquenita. But they're here today for a Tri-5 League semifinal, and now Line Mountain gets one back. As Bella Shingera. Bella Shingera gets it. It's 2 points off the bench, just checked in for the Eagles. And this ball goes out of bounds, out of reach of Clara Wexler. And now the Eagles have a chance to take the lead. Substitution coming in for Line Mountain. That's number 13, Leah Eberson. Almost a backcourt violation there, about floater a little strong there for Shingera. To a 1-point lead for the Lady Hawks. Here's Beckenball. Beckenball bounce pass over to Brandon Prince. Prince lays one up, and she gets it down for 2 more. On Saturday, Brandon Prince had 8 points in the game against the Lady Mustangs. She already has 6 here this afternoon. shot and deflection, and is that 3 free throws coming up? I don't know exactly, but foul is on Brandon Prince, and Brandon Prince calling the foul. And here, it is. She is heading to the line shooting 3. This is number 30, Kay Buriak, and she hits the first. 3 free throws coming up. 2 more. That's a chance to tie this game if she gets the next 2. Buriak, second of 3, drops in. Substitution coming for the Eagles. Number 20, Alan Grindstaff back in. And coming for the Lady Hawks, Riley Eckersons. Third free throw here for Buriak. Throws around, and she hits all 3 of them. Good free throw shooting for Katie Buriak, and she ties it up at 7 apiece. And now Riley Eckersons, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, is off the mark on her first attempt. And there's a block. This will be the 4th foul on Susquenita now in the first quarter. Foul is the 2nd on Lena Beckenbauer. Timeout looking to take the lead for the first time. There's Shingara, and Shingara gets one up, and it's off the mark, but there's the foul. And now Bella Shingara has her chance of heading to the line shooting 2. And already that's Lena Beckenbauer's 3rd personal foul. Shingara first free throw, just a bit off the mark. Substitution coming for both teams. Gary Jones coming in for Lena Beckenbauer and for Line Mountain. Number 14, Natalia Cordalou. Second free throw off the mark again for Shingara. Also in for Line Mountain, back in is Karma Shutt. We are still tied at 7 with 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. We got a good one here in the 2 versus 3 matchup in the Tri-Valley semifinals. That's a shot for mid-range for Cam Brand, and just a bit short. And Line Mountain trying to get ahead. Nothing doing on the transition defense or transition offense for the Eagles. There's Karma Shutt back over to Grindstaff, and good passing here for the Eagles, so you gotta be careful here on the double dribble. It's not called, but it's intercepted anyway by Kyle Fleischer, who just came in. Less than 2 minutes remain in the first quarter. We are tied up at 7-7. By the way, Susquenita has 5 fouls. That puts Line Mountain in the bonus for the next 90 seconds. There's Kiara Jones. Kiara Jones rocking the face mask and the knee brace, and a 3-point shot, money on the second attempt for Riley Eckersons. And the Lady Hawks. It's in for 3. And now trying to get it back. 3-point core shot, well short for Leah Eversole. And as Bias overshot, trying to find Kaden Brandt down the baseline. Overshot, 65 seconds left in the first quarter. A wild first quarter here at Susquenita. Here now, this is Karma Shutt. And a high pass, and a shove, and that will send Line Mountain to the free throw line. It's the second foul now on Brandon Prince. And because Susquenita has 5 fouls, Line Mountain's Bala Shingara will head to the line shooting 2 for a second time here in the first quarter. Bala Shingara missed her first 2. And here she nails her first. Not going to take the lead on this one. But Line Mountain hanging right in there with the Lady Hawks. Substitution comes in for Susquenita, and it's Claire Wexler. Coming in for Brandon Prince. Second free throw for Shingara. Susquenita students section making a lot of noise, but it doesn't bother Shingara the slightest. She makes her second free throw. Redemption there. After missing her first two, she makes her next two. So here we go with Kaden Brandt. Back to a 1-point game. Susquenita can hang on and take one more shot. And not going to waste any time. Kyle Fleischer open for three, and that's off the mark. This ball is loose, and Fleischer gets it back. With 29 seconds remaining. And Kiara Jones, a high pass goes right through her hands. And now with 26 seconds remaining, Lion Mountain has a chance to take the lead for the first time. .15 seconds remaining. Lion Mountain has a chance to take the lead here at the end of the first. A bounce pass goes wild, but hung on by Karma Shut. And there's a layup, and Lion Mountain has their first lead tonight. Bella Shingara with 1 second remaining. A half-court shot is well short. And the Lion Mountain Eagles, who got swept by Susquenita in the regular season, has a 1-point lead at the end of the first. You are watching the 2026 Tri-Valley League semifinal. Number 2, Susquenita versus number 3, Lion Mountain. And it's live on the Perry County Talk Sports on Facebook and YouTube channels. And it's brought to you by the Bank of Landsberg and Pico Yard's Case. Back for the second quarter here at Susquenita. Back here for the start of the second quarter, and Lion Mountain has the 1-point lead. Susquenita was ahead for most of that first quarter until the final seconds. And now a shot here for Claire Wexler is blocked. Lion Mountain trying to pull off what could be a massive upset, but this is the Tri-Valley League semifinals, so you never really know what happens in this tournament. The hour semifinal happening right now at St. Joseph's Catholic Academy, and Lion Mountain from mid-range, Karma Shut with her first 2 points of the game. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be fooled. This is the Tri-Valley League playoffs. And now a shot here, dribbles around and goes up and down for Claire Wexler. Claire Wexler gets it right back for the Hawks. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook and YouTube channels. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County basketball. 2 semifinals here today for Susquenita boys and girls basketball. And the ladies are getting the start here tonight. And now this bounce pass and wide open look. A strong shot, too strong for Shut. All the time in the world, and now Susquenita trying to get it back, but a foul occurs on Lion Mountain. Foul is the first on Katie Buriak. That's her first, and now a 3-point shot for Prince, well short. Correction, that was Tyler Fleischer on the tray. That's well short, and Lion Mountain trying to make a game out of this, and they are at the moment. There's still plenty of time left in this game. And now a 3-point shot, and look up, just a bit strong. Offensive rebound, and a shot off the mark for Lightsoul. And now Wetzel, we're going to have a jump ball, and it's Lion Mountain possession. And it's a little bit of a trip for Lion Mountain to be here They are making the most of it as they're trying to get back here on Wednesday night for the Tri-Valley League Championship. Regardless of who wins this game, the Tri-Valley Girls Basketball Championship game is here at Susquenita, along with the Tri-Valley Boys Basketball Championship. Both happening on Wednesday. Riley Eggers for free. It's just a bit off. Look good. Seemed to be a little bit forced there. But here we are with Buriak. Buriak finds number 32. Oh boy. Oh, that's Cora Moyer. And shot here for Buriak is off the mark. There's a shot and good defense for number 24, Cora Lightso. Lightso, one of the top defenders in the Tri-Valley League. And Lion Mountain, we saw this on Saturday for Susquenita against West Prairie. They have very aggressive defense, and most of the time that works out. Other times, not so much. But here's Lion Mountain trying to get ahead and getting back past half-court line in time is Susquenita's Tyler Fleischer and a Wessel jump ball. And, wait, jump ball? No, that, wait, a jump ball? No, I thought, didn't Lion Mountain just get a jump ball? No, I don't think that's right. Susquenita did have a jump ball. Okay, I must have missed that. Yeah, I must have missed that. My mistake there. Sorry about that. But Lion Mountain gets it back. And now good pass and wide open look for free. Ava Steele, offensive rebound. And again a rebound shot with the shot. Another offensive rebound. And the fourth time is not the charm for Lion Mountain. And this ball is finally cleared by Caden Brandt. Here's Egrisitz. Egrisitz finds Claire Wexler. Wexler straight away free, just a bit off the mark to the left. Offensive rebound for Kyle Fleischer. Wexler going to drive up this time, and she gets one up, a block. That's out of bounds. And we'll stay with the Lady Hawks. Substitution coming in for both teams for Lion Mountain, number 13. Malia Ebersol is back in. And for Susquenita, here's Zoe Wetmer, who now shoots from the elbow, is off the mark. And good job for Cam Brent keeping that ball in. And this ball is loose, batted down, and still looking for the ball. Who's got to get the end of this one? A jump ball, and now Susquenita has it. Let's see, we have 27 people watching here. Hey, this is just the first of 2 games here today. That's coming up next. After this one, we'll have the Tri-Valley League semifinal for boys basketball. A Perry County rivalry. The Susquenita Blackhawks and the Greenwood Wildcats. What a game that's going to be. And now a whistle and good defensive pressure. Now you want a preview of the boys basketball matchup. We'll have that in 4 minutes for the halftime report. 4 minutes remaining here, and now a whole lot of scoring here in the second as Lion Mountain still up by 1. Maybe not not much longer as the shot here is off the mark, and this nice job for Lion Mountain to hang on to that ball, let it go out of bounds, so the Eagles get it back. Pass over to Lion Mountain, and a backwards pass deflected. There was nobody there for the Eagles. Here's Katie Amy, who just checked in for the Lady Hawks. Yeah, this pass knocked backwards, last touch by Shutt. 3:27 remaining here in our first half. Yeah, backwards pass, and this will be a half-court violation, but it goes out of bounds regardless. And Eagles get a little bit of a break. What is going on in this second quarter? Now a whole lot of scoring. Each team with 1 basket here in the second. 2 points for each team. Now a good offensive performance here for both teams in the second quarter. So much different than the first quarter. Jump ball, Lion Mountain possession. We have the Susquenita band here with us. The District 3 champions Susquenita cheerleaders are with us here tonight. Backwards pass over on the inbound to Ebersol. And now a 3-point shot to end the drought. It goes up in the air and is taken back by the Hawks. Here's Claire Wexler. Claire Wexler passes it back to Brandon Prince. The Hawks trying to refocus here as shot here, and finally the run ends, and Kyle Fleischer gets the tray. And the Hawks get the lead back. Backwards pass out of reach of Karma Shutt. 2:31 remaining in the second quarter. The Hawks have a chance to increase their lead. There's a high shot that is off the mark for Brent Cambrand. And now a second offer for Kyla Fleischer. Her second shot from three is off the mark this time. And a whistle, a hold, and Lyon Mountain fans. There are a lot of Lyon Mountain fans making a long trip to be here today. And Brandon Prince is now called on her third personal foul. All right, Brandon Prince and Lena Beckenball with 3 personal fouls here in the first half. Now bounce pass over. And now trying to take the lead perhaps. This pass deflected, hung on by the Eagles. And our bounce pass down the middle. And good turnaround move here, but offensive rebound. Good move for Shingara. And now a shot rejected by Sawyer Weltmer, one of the top blockers in the TVL. And Susquenita gets it back. Sawyer Weltmer, one of the top blockers in the Tri-5 League. 3-point shot for Kyle Fleischer is off the mark from the corner. And jump ball is stay with the Lady Hawks. 94 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kara Jones back in for Susquenita. And now Lyon Mountain calls a timeout. Timeout called by the Eagles. 15-13 with a minute 34 to go. Lyon Mountain uses their second 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Coming up in a minute and 34 seconds, we'll have the Perry County Sports Talk Zone halftime report. Our first ever Tri-5 League semifinal coverage is brought to you by the Bank of Mannsburg and by Pico Yardscapes. We have news regarding Wednesday, but we need your support. We need your help in order to broadcast Wednesday's championship games. We'll let you know how during the halftime report. Now quick inbound pass and Zoe Weltmer makes this a 4-point lead, the largest lead of the game so far for Susquenita. It's been a back and forth kind of game all day long. Now Lyon Mountain under pressure and a fourth shot here. Offensive rebound for Ebersol. And Ebersol likely to get that ball back. Shot here from the elbow. Ball goes around, trying to get her own rebound. There was Shingara. Ball goes out of bounds. And with 61 seconds remaining, Lyon Mountain brings in a substitution. Ava Steeler. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Susquenita was down by 1 at the end of the first quarter. Here they're looking at half the lead here. Kyle Fleischer. Good transition defense from Madeline Grindstaff. And this ball poked out by Cora Lightsell. And Susquenita have it. 37 seconds left. Pass on and rejected. Zoe Weltmer. And here is Shingara. Shingara trying to move up. And Lyon Mountain, a pass is tipped, hung on by the Eagles. And now Shingara almost lost that one as well. Here's Steely. Steely needs this one for free, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Kiara Jones. 15 seconds left in the first half. And now Cambrand for free. Katie Amy there for free. And now Lane Mountain down by 7. And this ball is loose. One more shot. It will not happen. But Katie Amy drills the three-pointers for Susquenita in the first half. And the Lady Hawks are up 20-13 at the half. You're watching the 2026 Tri-Valley League Girls Basketball Semifinal. Susquenita versus Lime Mountain. Exclusively on the Prairie County Talk Sports Zone Facebook and YouTube channels. And it's presented by the Bank of Mansburg and Pico Yardscapes. Back in a couple of minutes for the halftime report. Susquenita 20, Lime Mountain 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is your opportunity to take a half-court shot for the dollar. Just $1 for a half-court shot. And coupon to the concession stand is up for grabs. Just $1 for a half-court shot. And ladies and gentlemen, also one other reminder, if you are parked in the bus lanes, please move your car immediately. Again, if you are parked in the bus lanes, please move your car immediately.
I lost Tristan.
We are back here for the Prairie County Talk Sports Zone halftime report. 2013 for the Susquenita Blackhawks. And what has been a dominant second quarter for Lady Hawks, outscoring Lime Mountain 10-2 in the second quarter. And we have our first half stats for you here this afternoon. First for Lime Mountain Eagles. under direction of head coach Ian Lundy. 2 points for Karma Shutt. 2 points for Madeline Grindstaff. 3 points for Katie Buriak, going 3 for 3 from the free throw line in the first quarter. And Bella Shingara leads the way with 6 points. She had all 6 points in the first quarter. For Susquenita, a bunch of numbers here, scoring 10 points in each of the first 2 quarters. For Susquenita, 1 point for Kane Brent, going 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Clara Wexler, 2 points for Sully Rutler. 3 players with 3 points, including Riley Eggersitz, Katie Amy, and Kyla Fleischer, each scoring a 3-point shot successfully made. And Brayden Prince leads the way for the Lady Hawks with 6 points, scoring a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and all 6 of her points are in the first quarter. Coming up later, you might be seeing right now on the court, that is the Greenwood Wildcats, as we'll have the Dry Valley boys basketball semifinal between the 1 versus 4 seed, and what a matchup this will be. Susquenita has 3 losses on the year so far, and their 1 loss in the Tri-Valley League was in the hands of the Greenwood Wildcats. That was at Greenwood earlier this season, but as of right now for Susquenita, they are currently on a 12-game winning streak on their home court, including a thrilling 35-34 overtime victory against West Perry this past Saturday, which ultimately was the game of the day for 2026 Chuckaduck. Oh, it's a great fundraiser there. But on Wednesday, the winners of the 2 semifinals we have here today for boys and girls basketball, they'll be here on Wednesday at Susquenita for the Tri-Valley League Boys and Girls Basketball Championship games. And we are looking to broadcast both of those games for you today, depending on how this one goes. And we need your help. We need your help in having us broadcast this game. Yes, me and Nick Miller are going to be here on Wednesday, but as you can imagine, since this is a playoff game, there are media rights fees. We had to pay $50 for each of these 2 games here today. And we were okay for today, but Wednesday we need a little bit of help. If you are looking to help us out, please consider making a donation. We have the Venmo link on our page on Facebook. And if you send us over any amounts, it will be greatly appreciated. As if you won't do it for us, do it for the kids, as we'll have the Tri-Valley League championship games, but we need your help in providing the media rights fees. You don't have to pay off, and any contribution will help. And if we can, we will also broadcast a future District 3 playoff game for any of our Perry County sports teams here, not just for Susquenita, but also for Greenwood, Newport, and West Perry in the near future. But please help us out. We are a volunteer organization. We love what we do here, but it comes at a hefty price. So please, if you can, make a donation so we can broadcast both Tri-Valley League championship games coming up this Wednesday night right here at Susquenita High School. And that will bring us to the end of our halftime report. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the start of the second half, as we have a wild one here. Once again, the winner of this game moves on to the girls basketball Tri-Valley League championship game on Wednesday, taking on the winner of the hour semifinal that's happening right now at St. Joseph's Catholic Academy, as they are taking on the Juniata Lady Indians in the hour semifinal 1 versus 4 matchup there. And we'll be back in less than 2 minutes for the start of the second half. This is the 2026 Tri-Valley League Girls Basketball Championship Tournament Semifinal, exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports official page and YouTube channels. And it's presented by the Bank of Landisburg and by Pico Yardscapes. Back in less than 2 minutes for the start of the second half. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for basketball? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that is PIAA.org. Second half about to get started here. What a thriller here we got so far. And remember, Susquenita has won both games previously this past season, regular season against the Lady Eagles. It was a dominant 60-34 win here at home against the Lady Eagles. But last time these two teams faced off, that was at Line Mountain. Close 45-35 win for the Lady Hawks on the road. But here, we got a good one. A 7-point lead for the Lady Hawks. With the Susquenita band here with us today. I'm surprised we didn't see them on Saturday for a Chuckatut, but hey, they're here today. Here we go with the start of the second half. Susquenita getting the ball first to start this third quarter. And here we go with Susquenita's Caden Brand. Goes over to Claire Wexler. Claire Wexler with a high shot, and it's off the mark, but a foul is called. And for the second time today, or correction, no, this is actually Claire Wexler heading to the line shooting two. Claire Wexler heading to the line for the first time today. The foul is the second on Colruyt Lightsoul. And second free throw off the mark for Wexler. Wexler now spectacular numbers from the free throw line, and she misses both here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Line Mountain takes it back. And now good passing here for the Lady Eagles. With to Steely, cross pass over to Buriak. Buriak with a hard shot, and ball is loose and taking it back. A long 2-point shot. Buries it. Ava Steely. Steely with her first 2 points off the game. Now this ball is loose. Almost intercepted by Grindstaff. Back to a 5-point game. This might be a little bit surprise here for the Susquenita fans, as they are shocked that the Hawks are not running away with this one like the first time they hosted Line Mountain earlier for the season, back in December. Here's Lena Beckenball, and good defensive pressure there for Line Mountain, smiling Grindstaff as Beckenball stepped out of bounds. And the Eagles get it back, trying to make this a one-shot game. And now this will help, and wide open look for Buriak. Buriak from a corner three, and it's off the mark. Ball is loose, and Caden Brand tried to have the ball, but she had it in her hands, and her foot was out past the baseline. So the Eagles will get it back. Line Mountain is coached by Ian Lundy, and still a very competitive game here. Shot is loose, and now a long 2-point shot that is off the mark, gets rebounded by Braden Prince. There's a high shot, and another good defensive stop for Grindstaff. That ball almost thrown away. But the Eagles back with another chance to make this a one-shot game. And nice cross pass, long 2-point shot from the corner. Steely is well short. Rebounded by Zoe Welkmer. There is Brandon Prince. Brandon Prince gets one up and drops. Count it. And a foul is called. Brandon Prince will head to the line shooting the end one. The foul is the second on Karma shot. And the end one here for Brandon Prince. Drops in. Now an 8-point lead. The largest lead of the game so far for the Lady Hawks. Now this pass is tipped, hung on by Steely. Back over to Buriak. Yeah, long pass, and Carmen shot, long 2-point shot, well short, and nice job keeping it in, but it goes right to Elena Beckenball. And almost a screen against her own teammate there for Beckenball. Here's Kaden Brandt, back to Brandon Prince. Prince trying to lay one up, and not a foul. And a Rizzo jump ball, possession area point towards the Eagles. Long backwards pass, and here's an opportunity here. Ava Steely, and a wide open look, and a shot a little strong there for Grindstaff. And a whistle, and it was a little bit of a shove, and a technical is called. And Grindstaff got up and shoved off one of the Susquenita players trying to help her out, but just pushed her off. Alan Grindstaff called on the foul. And we appreciate we see a bunch of people, including the Tri-Valley Athletic Association, is watching our broadcast right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. A technical foul is called on Marlon Grindstaff. And now Cam Brandt heads to the line shooting 2. By the way, if anybody has any scoring updates from the other semifinal between St. Joseph's Catholic and Juniata, let us know. We'd love to hear what's going on over in St. Joe's. First free throw off the mark for Cam Brandt. She was 1 for 2 earlier. And here she goes 0 for 2. But Susquenita does get the ball back after the technical foul on Grindstaff. And Grindstaff heading over to the bench here and coming in for Line Mountain is Malia Eppersol. And now this is interesting. The officials skating together for some reason. The official not know that once you get a technical foul, even if you get 2 free throws, you get the ball back. This is an interesting discussion here. I don't know what the discussion is for. It's basketball 101 basically. When you commit a technical foul and one team scores 2 free throws and then they get the ball back no matter what happens after the 2 free throws. So here's Brandon Prince, and a shot up and a hard landing there for Susquenita. That drops down for Cam Brandt, who head back to the free throw line shooting 2 more. And it's now the third on Cora Lightso. 2 free throws coming up once again for Caden Brandt. Brandt first free throw again off the mark. Caden Brandt's not one of the most dominant free throw shooters in the Tri-Valley League, but she is now 1 for 5 from the line. Substitutions for Line Mountain, number 11-14, Buzz Shingara and Natalia Cordelou back in. And now Caden Brandt hits her second. There's a shot, and that is off the mark. Deep shot for Ebersol. And ball poked out of bounds. And Line Mountain gets it back. 4:26 remaining here in the third quarter. Backwards pass over to Ava Steely. And now trouble here down the middle. Jump ball, and Susquenita gets it back. Good call for Elena Beckenball. And you got to be careful for Elena Beckenball along with Brandon Prince. They each have 3 personal fouls. But other than that, it's been a fairly clean game for the Lady Hawks. Up by 9 now. And now Brandon Prince trying to make this double digits, and it drops in. Brandon Prince. Now in double digits, she has 11 points and a quick pass intercepted by Welper. Susquenita, here's Claire Wexler, and a foul is called on a blocking foul. 2 free throws coming up for Claire Wexler. Susquenita coming out firing here in the second half. 3:52 remaining in the third. That's the first foul on Ava Steely. And timeout called by the Eagles. It's a full timeout for the Eagles. That's all they have. They have 2 remaining. Now we're back after this Line Mountain timeout. We are back here after a Line Mountain timeout. 2 free throws coming up for Claire Wexler. Claire Wexler, the first free throw, drops in. Claire Wexler was 0 for 2 from the line earlier in this quarter. And now a 12-point lead, and Susquenita is starting to run away with this one. So free throw for Claire Wexler also drops in. Wexler now with 4 points. And now a 13-point lead as Susquenita is starting to run away with this one. 3-point shot. Line Mountain leads this one, and they got it. A 3 for Katie Buriak. Her first field goal is for 3. And she already has 6 points after going 3 for 3 from the free throw line. That makes this a 10-point game. And now trying to get it back. Beckenball for 3. Just a bit short. Offensive rebound for Claire Wexler. Quick foul. And now Susquenita is in the bonus because that is 5 fouls on Line Mountain in this third quarter. And heading once again to the free throw line is Claire Wexler. It's the second foul on Katie Buriak. First one a little bit out of ways here a little bit. Claire Wexler now 2 for 5, making it 3 for 6. Claire Wexler solid from the second free throw, back to 11-point lead. Full court pressure defense for Susquenita. We knew this was coming. And now he's leaving a player open, a line and a foul, and the shot counts. That's Bella Shingera, who now has 8 points and chance at 1 more with the 1 free throw. It's the first foul on Kata Fleischer. And they have 1, dribbles around, and it's off the mark. They had Beckenbauer had the rebound, but then lost it. And the Eagles get it back. Down by 9. Still anybody's game with 3:09 left in the third. A 3-point shot, and that is just a bit short for Steele. And now a shot, and another basket counts on the foul. Oh man, back-to-back fouls and a shot. And that is good for Malia Ebersol, her first 2 points. And that's now the 4th foul on Lena Beckenball. And 1 this time is good. And a whistle. And I thought there was going to be a timeout here. Instead, a substitution coming for Susquenita. Lena Beckenball heading to the bench with 4 fouls. And coming in is Kiara Jones. And just like that, Line Mountain is making a game out of this. A 2-shot lead here for Susquenita. Lady Hawks up by 6. Here's Claire Wexler. Wexler, good sidestepping here, and that looked like a clean block. As Line Mountain was about to run away with that on a breakaway, but instead, Claire Wexler has been busy from the free throw line, and she's heading back there shooting 2. It's the first foul on Bella Shingera. First free throw, this time drops in for Wexler. Wexler now 4 for 7 from the line. Back to a 7-point lead, back to an 8-point lead. Claire Wexler now 5 for 8. from the line. 8 free throws for her in the third quarter. And now whistle and a block is called. Blocking foul called on Susquenita is the first foul on Claire Wexler. Susquenita with 3 fouls in the score. A high shot and good shot for Natalia Cordelou, who just got her first 2 points. Double back, Kane Brandt having trouble. 3-point shot from the corner off the mark for Kyle Fleischer. And trying to keep in for Lion Mountain there was Steely. And her foot was out of bounds. Substitution coming for the Lady Hawks. Claire Wexler heading to the bench, and coming in is Riley Eckersitz. And now a timeout is called by Lion Mountain. Or no, this is a 30-second timeout in Susquenita. I thought you said Lion Mountain there for a second, but it's a 30-second timeout. 2:23 remaining in the third quarter. And the Lady Hawks up by 6. Coming up next is the Tri-Valley League Boys Basketball Semifinal. So we have arguably the biggest rivalry in the Tri-Valley League. The Susquenita Blackhawks and the Greenwood Wildcats, a Perry County matchup coming up next. Susquenita, a much better game for Lion Mountain on the road than compared to the last time these two teams faced off here in Susquenita. Fleischer finds Kay Brandt. And Brandt under heavy pressure. Less than 2 minutes remaining. And now pass down the middle. Eckersitz. And a shot rejected. Offensive rebound. And a good block for Cordelou. But heading up to the line, shooting 2 now is Brandon Prince. 1 block was good. But Cordelou, not so much on the second. She draws the foul. So here's Brandon Prince. First free throw off the mark. She hit 3 in a row prior to that one. Now substitutions come in for Lion Mountain. Number 1, Karma Shutt back in. And number 11, Balas Shingara. And second free throw drops in for Prince. Back to a 7-point lead. Fourth quarter still to go. And now a wild 3-point shot. That's off the mark for Buriak. A little bit of an awkward kind of shot there. With all the time in the world. And now pass trying to find Kiara Jones, but it's deflected and taken away by Shingara. And now wide open look, and Kiara Jones trying to get the block, but going in is Karma Shutt. Karma Shutt now with 4 points. And now it's a 3-point game. Just like that, and now a steal. Karma Shutt finds Shingara, and it's a 1-point game. Ellen Shingara, 45 seconds remaining, back to a 1-point game. His pass is deflected. Riley Eckersitz gets it back. What a game, what a comeback. And now a 3-point shot for Jones is just a bit short. And here's a blocked foul. This will be on Kiara Jones. That's her first. And with 28 seconds remaining, Lion Mountain looking to do what they did in the first quarter. Take the lead in the final seconds. Substitutions coming in for both teams. Zoe Rupler and Katie Amy back in for Susquenita. And for Lion Mountain, Malia Ebersol. There is Buriak. And now careful here, a pass down the middle, taken away by Welkemer. 15 seconds left. And now a 3-point shot in, just a bit strong. Ball goes out of bounds, and last touched by Lion Mountain's net. Leah Ebersol, 9 seconds remaining. That's a shot for Kyle Fleischer off the mark. Over shot by everybody. Last touch that goes off the back of Uriak. 5.6 seconds to go. Quick pass, Zoe Wetmer under triple coverage, and a whistle, chip ball with 1.3 seconds remaining. Line Mountain gets it back as the possession arrow is pointing towards down, but the official saying, hold on a minute. But nope, I don't know what the holdup was, but it is Line Mountain ball. With 1.3 seconds remaining, can Line Mountain have a buzzer beater in that? And they were going to take a shot at this. And oh, that looked good from up here. But it was way off the mark for Karma Studd. And we have a 1-point game heading into the fourth quarter. Susquenita 32, Line Mountain 31. This is the 2026 Tri-Valley League semifinal. Susquenita versus Line Mountain, and it's live on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook and YouTube channels, presented by the Bank of Landisburg and Pico Yardscapes. Back for the fourth quarter here in our semifinal here at Susquenita. We are back here for the start of the fourth quarter. What a game we have here. This is the first semifinal here at Susquenita. No scoring update yet for Juniata and St. Joseph's Catholic in the other semifinal just yet, but we'll see if we can find anything here. But here's Zoe Wilbur. Over pass intercepted. Shingera gets it back. A 1-point game. Bounce pass intercepted by Zoe Wilbur. And the winner of these two semifinals, between this one and the one hopping at St. Joseph's Catholic Academy, they'll face off in a championship game right here at Susquenita on Wednesday. Now I know what some of you people are thinking, like, do these games have an impact towards district playoffs? The answer is no, but takeaway, and Zoe Weltmer gets her first 2 points of the second half. She now has 4 points. So when it comes to district playoff implications, these two games for both these teams mean absolutely nothing when it comes to districts. This is strictly for a conference championship. They have no implications on district power rankings. Susquenita out of District 3. Looks like they were going to be in the 4A playoffs in District 3. Line Mountain out of District 4. It looks like they are going to be making an appearance in the District 4 playoffs in the top 8 teams. And now whistle, a jump ball, I believe, was called, but the officials have questions, and apparently it's told the people down the scores table. A 3-point game for Susquenita. For Susquenita, it looks like they might be on the road for the first game in the District 3 playoffs. And Line Mountain, same thing, but in the District 4 championship tournament. This is all for a conference championship. And now here's an opportunity here, and a shot, and a foul occurs. Zoe Weltmer is called on her first, but it's a shooting foul. And now heading to the line for the first time tonight is Cora Leitzel. Cora Leitzel, 65% free throw shooting, one of the best in the Tri-Valley League. And she hits her first. Trying to make this a one-shot game once again. Second free throw for Leitzel is off the mark. Offensive rebound. And now this ball taken away. Breakaway for Claire Wexler and rejected, but a foul. A hard foul on Bala Shingera. And what looked like was about to be a breakaway opportunity. Claire Wexler is having a busy night. And she heads to the line shooting 2. Claire Wexler 5 for 8 from the free throw line. She had 8 free throws in the third quarter, made 5 of them. And here she makes her first in the fourth. Substitution coming for the Lady Hawks. It's Kala Fleischer. 6:34 remaining. And center free throw off the mark. That ends the streak of 4 straight made free throws. But Susquenita gets it right back. Susquenita was up by as much as 13. And now a foul, a whistle, and who else? Claire Wexler will head to the line shooting 2 more. She has 10 free throws, and she's about to go for 11th and 12th ones. The foul was the third on Bella Shingera. And there she makes the first. Substitution coming for the Lady Eagles. 2 of them. You got number 0, Ava Steely, and number 21, Madeline Grindstaff. The 12th free throw of the night is off the mark for Wexler. But offensive rebound once again for Brandon Prince. Beckenbauer gets it back. And Beckenbauer, one of the top 3-point shooters in the Tri-Fire League. That's an attempted one yet in this game. Here's Wexler. Wexler over to Kyle Fleischer. Here's Kaden Bryant. 6-point lead now for the Lady Hawks. And there's a shot, and now it's Kaden Bryant's turn to head to the line. It's already the 3rd foul on Line Mountain in this 4th quarter. And it's the 4th foul on Cora Leitzel. Cam Brandt struggles so far in the front of the free throw line, and she misses her first. Cam Brandt is now 2 for 7 from the line. And Cam Brandt is now 3 for 8. And she hits the second. 5:58 remaining in this game. Line Mountain back to being down by 7. They were down by 13 in the 3rd quarter. And now this ball is loose. It was tipped, so no backcourt violation by Brandon Prince trying to get it away. And now this pass intercepted by Brandon Prince. There's Wexler stealing, trying to get it back. There's Kyle Fleischer. Back over to Prince. Prince dishes it to Brandt. Good passing here, but better defense for the Lady Eagles. This pass is tipped by Steely. Ava Steely doing well defensively so far in this game. She has 2 points so far in this game. So we're starting to see the Susquenita Blackhawks, the boys team, and the Blue Wildcats as they get set for their semifinal coming up next, right here at Susquenita High School. There's Fleischer. Over to Katie Amy. It's Claire Wexler, excuse me. Over to Welchmer. Weber finds Prince. Prince with a breakaway opportunity. A clear lane, and Brandon Prince finishes it off with 2. 14 points now for Brandon Prince. Heavily contested shot out right off the mark. And taken by Katie Amy. There's Katie Brandt. And dishes it to Prince. Prince trying to get down further. There's Fleischer. There's Amy. Amy back to Prince. Bad screen there for Beckenbauer. And this ball's pumped loose. And hits the drum set. It's the percussion. It's the percussion guy. He drops one of his, whatever that is. I don't know what they'll call it. The things that go.
Yeah.
I know it's a cymbal, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a percussion kind of guy. I'm more of a piano man. No joke. And here's Ronnie Anderson. Excuse me, that was Claire Wexler. Claire Wexler having an unbelievable night. And our 3-point shot way off the mark. And now Lyman uses another timeout. It's a full timeout with 3:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Susquenita backed up by 12. We'll be back after this line back in the timeout. I kind of feel like we're at Florida State right now with the band with what they're playing. We're at Kansas City Chiefs game. Speaking of that, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks on their dominant win last night, Super Bowl 60 over New England Patriots. Well, happy baseball season, everybody. Now that football is done. Here we go with Susquenita. Their season rolls on. Looking for a Tri-Five League championship. A win here will set them up in the championship game on Wednesday. That's Brennan Prince. This game will get ready for their respective district championship appearance. There's Brennan Prince. Bounce pass. Yeah, Wexler hang on. Here is Brennan Prince. 3:05 remaining here in the game. And now this ball is poked free. Hung on by Cam Brand under heavy pressure from Uriak. And now Susquenita calls a timeout. 2:57 remaining in the fourth. It's a 30-second timeout. Susquenita down to 3 full timeouts remaining. Lion Mountain with 1. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? Have you ever thought of becoming a referee for basketball? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. Winner of this game moves on to the Tri-Five League Championship game on Wednesday right here at Susquenita. Away the winner of St. Joseph's Catholic and Juniata. That's happening right now at St. Joe's. Over in the other semifinal happening right now. Susquenita wants that home court advantage, and here's a high shot. Clara Wexler off the mark, and oh man, Ava Steele for Lime Mountain is living, saying she got shoved, and a quick going off the distraction there. Lime Mountain was out of sorts, and Lena Beckenball has her first 2 points of the game. And now try to get it back, and a defensive breakdown that goes down for Bella Shingara. And foul whistle. And Susquenita was looking for, I think Lime Mountain was looking for a travel there. It says Susquenita still has it. It's a foul actually on Katie Buriak. That's her third. 2:18 remaining here in our first semifinal at Susquenita High School today. The Lady Hawks looking for a 3-game season sweep against the Lady Eagles. Susquenita realizes they don't need to score anymore, perhaps. But just a thing, in just 3 years from now, That will not happen as a shot clock is being added to the PIAA boys and girls basketball. Jump ball here. Lion Mountain gets it back. And now substitutions come in for Susquenita. Sorry, Rutmer and Katie Amy back in. 1:55 remaining. Quick pass, and needs this one. Shot well off the mark for Ava Steele. And now a jump ball. It goes back to the Lady Hawks. This crowd getting bigger, full of Susquenita and Greenwood fans. And now a timeout called here. And Lion Mountain just used their last timeout. It's a 60-second timeout. With a minute 44 remaining. Coming up next, right here on the Prairie County Talk Sports Zone Facebook and YouTube channels. The 1-4 semifinal in the Tri-Valley League Boys Basketball Tournament. As we'll have the biggest rivalry in the Tri-Valley League. The Susquenita Blackhawks and the Greenwood Wildcats. Susquenita boys basketball has 3 losses this season. One of them was at Greenwood. It was the only time that these two teams met. And Susquenita looking for a big revenge win. But that's easier said than done against the mighty Wildcats from Greenwood. That's coming up next. Susquenita after the jump ball. Lion Mountain is out of timeouts. Lion Mountain needs to get this ball back, down by 12. Got less than 90 seconds remaining in this game. There's Fleischer. Dishes it over to Brandon Prince. Susquenita Athletic Director Scott Markowitz looking on. As we said, for a busy day coming up on Wednesday. A busy day here today, too. Foul is called. Yeah, this is the play you do not want to send to a free throw line if you're Lion Mountain. It's Claire Wexler. And that puts Susquenita in the bonus, actually, because that's the 5th foul on Lion Mountain in this game, in this 4th quarter. Question is who's the foul on? It's the 2nd on Ava Steele. 1:12 remaining. And scores table having questions. And questions have been answered apparently as Claire Wexler hits now to a free throw line, shooting 2 more. 7 for 12, making 8 of 13 for Claire Wexler, and she hits the first one. Susquenita is now tied for the largest lead of the game. They were up by 13 in the 3rd quarter. And they'll stay up by 13 here in the 4th. Ball goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lion Mountain. 1:11 left. Substitutions coming for Susquenita. Kyle Fleischer and Karen Brandt back in. And this pass goes out of reach of Caden Brand, and Lion Mountain gets it back with 59 seconds left. Substitution coming for the Lady Hawks. Katie Amy back in. Lion Mountain with a high shot, eyes off the mark. Caden Brand left the rebound, and whistle jump ball back to the Lady Eagles. We are now starting to see the Greenwood Wildcats making their way out of the locker room. They get set for their semifinal against Susquenita in boys basketball tournament play. This pass is left to go. It's right through the hands of the Lion Mountain player. That was Malia Eversole. 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
It was a thrilling game throughout. Lion Mountain had to wait for the first quarter, and now this pass is taken away. Good shot on the road for Malia Ebersol, who now has 5 points. Kind of counts as a consolation, if you will, as Lion Mountain now gets set for District 4 playoffs, which begins next week. And ball goes out of bounds, 6 seconds left. Lion Mountain, one more shot on the road. First, Claire Wexler comes in for the Lady Hawks. Come in for Ken Brandt. And Lion Mountain, 5 seconds left. Gotta take one more shot at this. And a high shot, and Perseverer doesn't go, and the Lady Hawks from Susquenita advance to Wednesday night's championship game in the Tri-Fire League. 45-34 for Susquenita, as they now way deeper the Trinidad Lady Indians, or most likely St. Joseph's Catholic County, which will be a thriller coming up on Wednesday. But we'll let you know as soon as that information becomes available on who wins the Arizona final. Right here in the 2 versus 3 matchup, Susquenita 45-34, and they complete a 3-game season sweep against the Lion Mountain Eagles. And Lion Mountain now gets ready for the District 4 playoffs, which begins next week. For Susquenita, they have one more game before the District 3 playoffs, and that is on Wednesday night, right here at Susquenita for a Tri-Fire League championship. And that's going to do for us here on our first semifinal of the day here at Susquenita. Coming up next, the boys basketball tournament semifinal 1 versus 4 seeds, as the Susquenita Blackhawks take on the Greenwood Wildcats. Coming up next in about 15 minutes. Till then, I am Alex Wallace saying so long from Susquenita High School. This has been a presentation of the 2026 Tri-Fire League Girls Basketball Championship Tournament Semifinal. Susquenita versus Lion Mountain, exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports on Facebook and YouTube channels, and it's brought to you by the Bank of Landisburg and by Pickle Yardscapes. Your final here in the girls basketball semifinal. Susquenita 45, Lion Mountain 34. We'll see you later in approximately 15 minutes for the boys basketball semifinal. Susquenita versus Greenwood.